Okay, so we are going to be working on our stash. This is the creepy one. So we're going to cut that out, the kind of the creepy side, maybe even down to the rainbow so we can see the two sides. I was looking at this and I thought that that could be a good body for a head. This could be a good side piece. We've got this fun for the bottom. This is the scary one. So we've got some really good borders because we've got this big, pretty piece. We've got this for the gray flannel, right, for the sides, so we can make it kind of dark and brooding. We've got, this seems a little mystical. I don't know if that's going to stay. I feel more like these two go together than these go with this, right? So if we were doing kind of a futuristic one, but we're doing dark and brooding scary, we've got the cat in the hat. We've got, I'm not throwing them away yet, but I can't guarantee they're going to come in. This is going to be part of the border. Scary kind of, that could be cool as a side piece. Got a whole bunch of pink. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. Oh, this gal, I love her. So she's going to be in there somewhere. Vintage lipsticks. I still have to cut all this stuff out, so I'm going to be cutting it out this afternoon. We got all this pink stuff, which I don't understand. Oh, because of the evil, maybe? Oh. Well, if I have a pink evil, I might use it. Oh my gosh, these guys. These are amazing for bodies. I love using these guys as bodies. So those could be borders, maybe. And then this piece, and then this crazy creepy thing, right? So we're going to cut him all out. And then the 5, and I'm going to put the 5 behind as a background. So this tells me that, ooh, you know what we could do? Let's see. We could for sure make this the top of a body. Ooh, do we want to do that? Instead of using their decanters? Ooh, I don't know. We're going to look for some heads. Because this is my actual big journal, my good journal. So I was just flipping through a book and I found all kinds of great big eyes and heads. So we're going to go back to that. Okay. Okay. So I need 2 decent sized heads. I feel like in the tall journal, I do a lot of 2 people. Oh, legs. Do we want all different feet? How would that look? I don't like just random feet. Like I don't like, oh my goodness, look at those shoes. Okay, we're gonna have random feet. And there's a dog. There's doggy friends. I don't know. I have a good feeling that I won't hate this. There's a chance I'll hate it, but I have a good feeling I won't hate this. All right, here we go. So we got some feet. Let's find some heads. I think it was this one that had. This one feels a lot fatter. Like maybe I haven't taken everything out of it. Oh, I like those girls' eyes. So, oh, let's put a pin in this because we could use her eyes and her eyes if we wanted to. But we have to find faces first. And I need a front, oh. I was looking at her face. This is a creepy one. We're going to use her face. She's a new mom. She's an albinism. Uh-oh, I took out 2. Hold on. What else do we have? I accidentally took this out. So maybe I'll cut off this earring or something. I don't want to waste. And I like this black stuff. So we'll see if we can do something with this one I accidentally pulled out. We got these girls' eyes. Is that going to be big enough for her? That is not going to be nearly big enough for her. So we're going to have to find her a big-headed friend and some new eyes. Those are kind of good eyes. Martha Hunt. That face, so you figure her face is about, that face is even bigger. That's what I liked about this, is that it had a bunch of big faces. But I don't know how big I want to go. Because I still want to get all that cool stuff in there. Right. Okay, oops, I missed a whole bunch. Okay, she's kind of got a side eye. I'd rather have straight eyes, to be honest with you. No, I don't want those girls. I'm always torn when I see real two people together, right? Because then they're the right size, they're the right lighting, they're the right everything. I wonder if she's actually too much to do for this one. Well, I kind of want her. So let's see if I can find bigger eyes for her. If I can, great. I thought I just seen a whole bunch of big eyes. She's a little sideways. I feel like her eyes are bigger than her eyes. I would just be putting mascara eyes on a lady. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, let's do this. Let's take, I'm gonna keep this lady. I just think she's awesome. So here's two girls. We're gonna keep two girls. I just seen these eyes, right? So we can put these eyes on this girl. And didn't we see another set of eyes that we thought we might be able to use? Oh, those eyes. Those are the same size as, I think they are, aren't they? Yeah, that girl's head is the same size as that girl's head, so we're not gaining anything. So I need one more set of eyes that are big like that. Okay, let's get a different magazine because I have 11 billion of them. And now I need eyes about that size. Some of these books are easier to flip through than others. Those are pretty big eyes. That could almost work. I'll stick a finger in it, not a pin. Those are too big. That one is good. Huh. Okay. So we already... Sometimes you can squeak in a weird eye. Do we want to let them keep one of their eyes? Let's try that. We're going to go really nutsy with their faces on this one. I feel like I have a little bit of leeway because it's a weird one. Okay. Here we go. So this is going to be... I'm going to put all these together. I'm going to cut these out and I will be back. Okay, so today we are going to be working on our dark and brooding stash. This is kind of up my alley. And we have to find a page that we can use. Uh-oh, we're starting to run out of pages. When I said before we were starting to run out of pages, I meant we're running out of pages. Now we really are running out of pages. Okay, so we have plenty to like make the background dark. If we want to do a glue book background, This is, oh, an extra page I pulled out. So we may be able to use her or maybe her earring. I accidentally pulled that out. So we have some funky shoes, which I think are really cool. We have this creepy guy, which I think is going to be the top because I absolutely adore him. We have, let's see what else we have. We have a big old 5, which I think could be the background over here, right? So let's start to get an idea of things we could do. This could make a good border. I don't know why I have the, I love that for this. Some of these things I'm not 100% sure. I have this little extra piece. All right, we've got, ooh, this kind of, okay, so this could work. We've got, I know that I'm acting like I've never seen this stuff, but it's been a hot minute since I have worked on any of this. This has some oogies on it. Looks like maybe it got some glue on it. Okay. So this could be a fat old body. Oh, I only have one of those. Okay, so let's keep thinking. Oh, so it may feel like I don't know what I'm doing because I don't know what I'm doing. Christmas came in between me cutting all this stuff out. So you and I are looking at this stuff together. Oh, we got Cat in the Hat. Oh, we have faces. Yay. Okay, so let's get our faces together. Okay, so let's start with some people first. This is becoming overwhelming for me. I need to get my faces, I need to get my people figured out first. Okay, so we have one face with that. I have one eye. I think I do only have one eye. All right, let's cut this in half and let's do her as a sad-eye girl. So, do we want, I kind of want her to be the sad-eyed girl because I don't love that her face is tipped. But we'll see what we can do about that. Maybe we only have one person? I don't know yet. Okay, here we go. Actually, I think her eyes are the right way, which is feels a little freaky to me because I usually put them the wrong ways. Okay, so this could be her body. We've got these guys. Okay, we've got a bunch of feet. I almost feel like we make these her feet because those are fun and weird. All right. Do we want her to be this big? We're going to have to think about that. Okay, so this has to go, she has to go over here because this is going to be my cool background. And I think we do a black background. So first thing I need to do is paint all of this black. Because I am out of black pages. I bought a black journal. Super excited we're going to have a black journal to work in. I don't know whether it's a Diane Reevely or a Dina Wakley one, but one of them had a black journal that I ordered. So that should be fun for the coming year. This is one of my last 2 videos I have to make, or I get to make. The fact that this is my job is a little funny to me. That I get to make in my year of videos. I made a video a day for a year. And I like that this isn't perfect over here. I think I'm going to need some more black. Over here to help cover this up. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, here we go. And I don't want it to be pure black. So, there we go. Let's give it a quick dry, and I will be right back. Okay. So, let's start gluing some stuff down. Some of this stuff is easy. So, this is going to be a background. All right, love that. All right, let's start thinking about some borders that we could use. All right. So this is kind of a fun pattern. Let's use this as a base. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the fat part in the middle and then use the ends to be the other sides so that it looks like it's a feature, not just an add-on. And I can color those if I want. If I was going to color these for this picture, I would do either red to kind of pull that red down in because we have a lot of red, or black and white. So we'll have to see about that. Okay, okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's tear this in half. And I like this littler one better than the big one, so I am going to make sure that it's on top and you get to see a little bit more. I don't know if you can see this. I'll push this up for you. Boop. All right, now you can see that. Okay, we can put the giant 5 down because it's going to be the back for sure. I think that's Chanel number 5. I will probably have to make it a little bit better gluey than normal. Okay, and let's set this right on here. There you go. There you go. Let's get this stuck down. And that paint's still a trifle damp. It's probably best to wait. I don't, but you could. Okay, let's see what we got now. We have, okay, I kind of love these guys. So maybe we put them over on this side as a border. Let's see what we have. We have this gal with her weird feet. We've got this amazing thing. So her feet are going to be over here. Now we have to decide, do we want her to be a big body or a skinny body? And I think that will depend on how much room I need to take up, right? So let's see what other kind of things we have. I kind of like that. It's so funny, if I put it there, I'll wind up liking it there. So we have this. We could make our arms if we felt like it, but I think that's kind of twee, like trying too hard. We have this, which we could put this on should we want to, if we want to start to make some layers over here, right? Because layers is what makes things seem cooler. Oh, I kind of love that. Okay, so then we have her. Okay, I'm going to put that down because I really like that. So I've made the decision that she's going to be skinnier, right? Because I picked to do this. All right, and we're going to put this off to the side a little bit because you never want all your stuff sticking on or it looks weird. I don't know why that one is, but it feels like you just have stuff stuck on a page. It's kind of like my orphans, that you want everybody to be touching something, so it doesn't feel like you have just stuff stuck on a page. Okay, here we go. Put that on there a little bit. Oh, I love her. I really do. Okay. I like these over here, so I'm going to stick them down while I'm doing stuff. And I don't know if you've watched the rainbow collage yet, but one of the things about using up your stash that's weird is that you kind of have a little bit of this and that, more so than when you're kind of, or at least when I'm putting together a collage in my head where I kind of have an idea of where everything's going to go. So for this one, I just kind of have in my head dark and brooding, maybe some idea that we have red and black going together. But there's no overall concept. So a lot of this will actually come together in the doodling, right? All right, so other things we have this other girl, but I don't see that being like a really cool addition. I see that being, oh, I got to have somebody else in there, I think. Because I do have this other little, so if we do this with her, and this is her neck, do we make her a little sister over here? Hang on. Where'd my evil go? Because I would have to use the evil as the side, as the other. See, I just don't like that her head's turned. That's not for me. Some of you guys might be okay with that. Okay, so for her, I can cut her head off of her neck. And I'm not going to worry about her hair because her head is going to be sticking over the top, like kind of up to the top of the page. And here we go. So we're going to make her a paper doll. We're going to put her neck, put her head onto this. Do we want a little, I haven't had a tippy head in a while. We're going to make her a little bit of a tippy head. There we go. And then we have to put her feet on. She's got 2 crazy feet. So we're going to glue those onto her. Those should be fun. Those should be fun. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so we have this. We could put her evil over here. I feel like he could be walking on this sidewalk, right? I don't know if I want a baby in my evil thing. Kind of like that. I like that a lot. So I'm going to put the evil on the wolves. Grandmother, what big eyes you have. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna stick this down over here. Okay, and let's stick this guy down, and then we'll stick down our doll, and we will be ready to doodle. The cat in the hat is walking over here. He is one cool cat. All right, all right, all right. And then I think that's it for us. I got some pink stuff, but I really like the red. I've got some dots, little dots and big dots. I don't think I want to use those. I could put this up here, but then I feel like it's competing. I've got some pictures. Okay, all this has to go. Maybe keep this. I really like that. But the rest of it is all just little stuff. This is going to go. Ooh, I kind of love that. So I'm going to keep that. But this has to go. This has to go. What is this? Oh, just piece of purple. Do we want that for an earring? I accidentally pulled this out. I don't think this adds anything. So if it was going to add something, we'd leave it in. But I don't see it adding anything. Okay, there we go. So that looks good. I'm going to work on this afternoon, and I will be back. So I worked on this last night, and I like some of it. And eventually I'm going to put see no right here, evil, maybe on an update. I still have to do her eyes. Finish her eyes. So I need another coat of white to make them really white. Am I getting anything? Is this thing even working? Nope. There we go. Yeah, I like these little Posca pens for these fine details. The black and white ones of the PC1MR 0.7 millimeters are the ones that I use. The white for her eyes, and then the black for her eyelashes, because people have been asking about the Poscas. So while we wait for her eyes to dry, I feel like there's something missing. Okay, it could be something in here. I'm gonna try. So I want a really light blue. I have this Posca light blue, but I'm looking for like this color, and I only have it in the big one, so I have different Posca pens. So we're gonna make some spots. If I had a skinnier Posca pen, I would make lines and make the spots in different places. But I don't, so that's just not an option. And maybe we'll make lines between the spots. I don't know yet. And you know I don't color with you very much, but I got done with this pretty late last night. I was a little burnt out. And I just wasn't feeling inspired, which is rare. I generally feel inspired. But I knew it was time to just let it go rather than trying to force it. Because if you try to force it, then all of a sudden you have something you don't quite like, right? I also feel like, so I think we're going to be working mostly on this side today. I think this is going to be an update page. So I want to do something over here. And I feel like I can pull the red down in there. So let's get, I got a new red. I had an old Posca red. Okay, so this color red, which it doesn't, that's Chinese. Let me see if this one has it. Okay, this one is red. Let me show you red, because you're not going to be pleased with red. That's red, right? And this is dark red. So to me, I don't think I want all circles. Let's do something else. Okay, so let's do, I almost feel like this is big enough and I have this that we could do something fun. So let's do, this is a lot skinnier bullet tip. See, that's just giant. That's almost impossible to work with. But this is, if you can only afford one, I would totally get these ones because they cover a big space and they can do some fine detail work. Let's give her that same color eye. So you want to use the same colors around your design, and that will help you have a cohesive look to your collage overall. There we go. There we go. Boop. And I went a little bit out because it's so big, but that's okay because I can use the black to make that top eyeliner. We'll let that dry, and let's get a black Posca, and let's start doing these like doing a fun section. There we go. I'll make this a section. And then we'll make one more section over here. All right. This section got a little wonky towards the bottom. There we go. Okay, so let's do we have any other, we don't, okay, I did checkers down here. So let's do checkers in 2 of these sections. Okay. We're going to do sideways checkers. I don't know what sideways checkers are called. I'm sure they have a name. Plaid? No. It's not quite Harlequin, right? Because Harlequin is more diamonds stacked on top of each other, which I quite like also, which we might do in the other sides. And if you were super fancy, you could get, whoop, oh, hold on. Our section got funky. I was just thinking, where's our line? But our line goes right there. If you were super fancy, you could make these bend around those corners, right? Okay, so let's fill in. Okay, I want it to go right up to that line. And honestly, I'm not going to make you watch me paint triangles because, or squares, because that is not good YouTube. Okay, so this makes it really easy to see which parts are dry and which parts aren't. I don't know if you can see that, but it goes really matte when it's dry, right? So you can see that. All right, let's go back to our eyeballs. And we're gonna give her some good eyeliner. Boop. And if you're worried about that, you're looking at it right this second. Nobody but you and I would ever notice that. And it's only because you're looking at it. If we stopped the camera, plus it's on the dark side one, thank goodness. Well, I did it again, so that's great. Anytime you do something funky, just do it again. We're just gonna say she was really into eyeliner. Okay, let's give her pupils. I always say irises, but they're her pupils. And I make cat's pupils. Normal human pupils, if you want to make that instead, would be circles towards the top of your eye. And all you want to do is go look at pictures of what actual eyeballs look like, and then you can make yours super realistic. I feel like she doesn't have as many eyelashes. Hers are just going to be coming off this edge. Okay, we can make her, so here's where, I don't want this big. Here's where the difference is. So if I tried to do her eyebrows in this little tiny one, it would take a long time, right? So you'd have to color, 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 color. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna outline them in this little tiny one. All my girls have kind of angry eyebrows. And then fill it in with this one. So the skinny ones are for details. And then the next size up are for fill-ins. And the big size up are for when I'm painting lots. Because they're not super for detail work. I don't know I would have any of these 1/8 to 2.5s anymore. Like, I'm not going to buy any more. They came in a big set I bought right off the bat. Okay, let's do a little shading on her eyes. And this is an India ink pen. So I just want to give her a little bit of color near the top. And let's give her a dot in her eyes. Boink. And you want the dots to, as I say that, you want the dots to kind of be in the same place. They're kind of on the same line, so that'll be fine. And last but not least, let's go ahead and make, and I will go along the lines of this now. This is kind of straight to make the checks going the straight way. And as you could see when I was putting this on and wiping it off, especially on the super shiny magazine pages, you have a lot of playtime in your paint where you can make a mistake and just wipe it off. And we may do something more. Oh, hold on. I gotta turn this. Oh, I almost feel like, oh, yep, I almost feel like there would be one more line in here. There we go. Boop. Don't forget I had that weird, funny inside line. But that's okay. All will be well. Oh, I guess I might as well make these lines while I'm here. All right, I'm going to color this in and I will be back. Okay, so I think that really added something to this side. And like I said, we're going to focus on this side today. So I want to show you something that's really different. And we're going to do half of these circles in India ink and half of them in alcohol ink. Okay, so I'm going to do this left side in India ink. And see how this kind of sits over the top of it? And it'll pull it off occasionally, but not very often. It's kind of a more delicate way to highlight and shade these circles. Okay, so then if you use alcohol ink, so these are not inexpensive. Those are Pitt alcohol brush pens. Those are a little bit expensive. These are super cheap, but watch what happens. See, they're melting the paint. I can't even do it. It's just going to pull that paint right off because I can put a little hint, but it just, see, it pulled the paint right off. It melts the paint because you use alcohol to clean your paintbrushes, and these are alcohol markers made with alcohol. So that's the difference between those. So I kind of love how this side turned out. I think I'm going to stick to this side for today. And hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life.